Hi, I'm Sarah from Heirloom Creations, and today I'm debuting the 1-hour Serger Quilt. You can use up scraps of fabric and scraps of batting to make this quilt-as-you-go quilt that will take you longer to bind than it will actually take to stitch together. So behind me we've got a couple different samples. Now this one has a color on the front and a totally different color on the back. So depending on how you're actually laying out your fabrics, you can get a totally different look. This one here looks identical on the back as it is on the front. And then I have machine stitched my binding down to make it really fast. But again, the serger's going to make it fast to stitch this all together. I've taken my sewing cabinet here. I've lowered down the sewing machine so I have a nice work area. Brought my serger a little closer and then moved my ironing board closer in so I can just kind of go to all the stations really fast. So what we're going to do is I've already started with one of the strips. And it's all in the layering of how we're doing it. This is going to be a kind of a fun, colorful quilt, kind of a rainbow color, the red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So let's switch that orange over to where the red's going to be. And we're going to start off by just matching our colors all the way down. We're going to put the red on top, right side down. We'll end up taking a piece of batting, put it on top. It's a great way to use up scraps of batting too. So, you know, they're a little thin to sew together, a little short. This is a great way to use them up. And then on this quilt, I'm using all the same color for the back. So I'm going to just lay that down. I need it to be right sides together. I'm going to put that underneath and line it all up. Next, we're actually going to pin it over there. Pin it all together. Now, when we pin with a serger, you want to pin parallel to the edge. When you see me actually serge, I'm going to actually be able to start and not stop all the way down because the pins are going to slide by the foot. Now you're going to realize here we're going through 4 layers of fabric and 2 layers of batting every time we do a seam. Now if you like efficiency, you might take this time to not only pin up this side, but you could also work from the other side. We get the green one added to this yellow strip. When we sit down at the serger, we're also going to trim off about 1/8 of an inch. And that way, all these layers, if they're not just perfectly together, you'll catch it just by trimming it off a little bit. Now, if you don't have a serger, of course, just do this on the sewing machine, put your walking foot on. But I will tell you, a serger is going to serge faster than a sewing machine will sew. So in a race, the serger is going to win. Now to press. What you want to do is lay the project down just as it came out of the serger with the batting side up. We're going to first press this completely flat across the top. And then when you flip it over, the back side, see how those colors, this is going to make one solid looking back. This back, when we press it out, it's going to kind of stick to the batting and make it hold itself in place. The iron, the cotton to cotton batting, that will just do the work for you. And then repeat.